What's going on, Titans? It's your FedoraBoy here, bringing you the king of the monsters. Oh yes, Godzilla has entered the channel. This of course being the SH Monsterarts Godzilla from Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Now what is Godzilla? Godzilla made his first on-screen appearance in the 1954 movie, aptly titled Godzilla. After atomic bomb testing, a massive dinosaur-like creature emerged from the ocean and began to terrorize Japan. The original themes and inspiration stem from the devastating power of nuclear weapons, like the atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And Godzilla serves as a reminder that, hey, nukes are bad because this'll happen. Since then, this legendary kaiju has starred in 38 feature-length films, 33 produced in Japan by Toho, 5 produced in America, 4 of them by Legendary Pictures, and the last one, we don't talk about the last one. Regardless, the Godzilla we have here is part of the Legendary series of movies, that of course being the latest movie. So let's take a look. Now Godzilla has always had a pretty simple design, being primarily black. The people over at Bandai really nailed the sculpting on this guy. All the scaly skin textures perfectly sculpted. True to form with Bandai and their Godzilla figures, they typically always nail it. But they don't nail that price, jeez! Luckily, this figure came to me straight from the motherland, and was definitely not as much as some of those. Seriously, what the f— Regardless, this thing looks amazing. Now this is obviously based on his design before he got his evolved form, thus why he still has the blue dorsal fins. And wow, these things are just painted super well. They have this nice frosty look to them, a lot better than the Godzilla vs. Kong version of Godzilla with the blue dorsal fins. That version also had a blue inner mouth, which I wasn't a fan of, but that's neither here nor there. In terms of his head sculpt, it's pretty good, pretty accurate to the movies, though his teeth could be a little sharper, or at the very least, sculpted better. Also, liking the all blue eyes. A lot of past Godzilla figures could never really figure out the eyes, but this way, I don't have to worry about them looking cross-eyed. But you could typically get around that by posing the head correctly. The posability on Godzilla is much different when compared to the other figures I've reviewed. Regardless, he still has a ball joint at the head and lower neck. There might be one where the seam is, but given the way it's sculpted, I can't say for sure if it's merely a tight joint or not meant to be one. Ball joint at the chest and waist. All these ball joints working together allows him to look down that far and up super far. Mouth can open and tongue has a bit of side to side as well. Shoulder ball joints, I don't know if it's just me, but his right shoulder looks like it should go into his body more. Maybe it's just me, but it feels and looks off. Double jointed elbow, wrist swivel, up and down as well as side to side if you rotate the peg. Ball jointed hips can move forward that far, back that far, and out not that far. Fair enough, not like you're gonna make Godzilla do the splits, but we should get the option 0 out of 10. Double jointed knees, calf ball joint because we can totally swivel our calves, and an ankle ball joint which allows for a swivel, slight up and down, and a slight pivot. And of course, this beautiful Godzilla tail comprised of 1 ball joint, 20 ball joints, give or take, I might have miscounted, in total make up this tail, allowing for very natural and curvy poses. Posability is standard for an SH Monsterarts Godzilla. Of course, you won't be getting anything super dynamic looking, but you know, it's Godzilla. It's not like he's doing super dynamic action poses in the movie. Is that an excuse for lack of posability? I don't know, you decide. The best you'll probably do is poses of him standing there, menacingly. Regardless, this posability would be heightened by some accessories, and you know what? He actually has some accessories. Wow! As I said, this Godzilla actually comes with a few accessories. Emphasis on a few. But at least it's not like some past Godzilla figures that come with actually nothing. Shin Godzilla, Godzilla -1, I could name a few others, but I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. Anyways, this Godzilla comes with what I would call the bare minimum for a Godzilla figure. Naturally, we have some alternate hands. In this case, these hands look much more relaxed as opposed to the default wide open hands. Honestly, not all that interesting. Who cares about Godzilla hands anyway? The accessory you really want with any Godzilla figure is this here atomic breath. And this thing looks amazing. The clear blue, the sculpted detail really makes you wonder why other Godzilla figures don't come with the breath part. I mean, is it really that hard to make some of the different atomic breaths Godzilla has had? Apparently it is, because even this one has this weird bend in the middle. Seriously, why is it like this? You also get this alternate jaw piece that has this sculpted atomic breath startup, and you can put the breath into that hole. It's not secure, and really all this piece is good for is the recreation of that one scene from King of the Monsters. Not even the movie this thing was based on. Great. Ah well, no real need to mess with this jaw. Just use a figure stand, not included, and plug the stand into the beam hole right there. And that's hot. It looks amazing. Other words of praise, I don't know. Overall, this figure is amazing. The sculpted detail of Godzilla's skin combined with his beautifully painted blue dorsal plates make this version of the legendary kaiju stand out on any shelf he's placed on. Say what you will about Bandai and their Godzilla figures, like they need more accessories. Atomic breath part. Sorry, got something stuck in my throat. But you can't deny that they at least look amazing. Now I know about the Hayatoy's Godzilla figures and how they're a lot cheaper than SH Monsterarts Godzilla figures, and personally, I have no interest in those. One Godzilla figure is good enough for me. I don't need a Kong figure, a Mothra figure, a Rodan, Ghidorah, Mecha Godzilla, Shimo, Scar King. I don't need any of those. Well, maybe Kong, if anything. But that's it. I'm not getting the others. Don't ask. If you do ask, then maybe. I'll see. But don't get your hopes up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, as well as FedoraBoy Gaming for, well, gaming videos, obviously. Thank you, and good night.